Okay, so this is Vianne Cornelius's picture frame, and it's from one piece, which I learned from Jim Cowling a couple years ago. What we're going to do is we're going to make this square into thirds. And I have this one kind of almost partially prepared. So this can also be done maybe 8.5 by 11, cut in half too. This one right here is from a third of a square. And we first fold it in half. And then one of these segments you fold it into fourths.
Okay, did you unfold? And
okay, so now what we have to do is you have to divide these into fifths. And I do this by eye. So this part here should be able to match that up. And this segment here can be less, but it can't be more than the sum of these two. So I'd say maybe about that much. Fold that over. So this segment here should be, yeah, so that'll work out. Even though it's not perfect. So these four segments are even, and this one is just a little bit less than these, which is fine. Okay. So then starting from down here, again, this is my shorter one, or my oddly proportioned one. And what I'm doing is I'm doing these diagonal valleys all the way up in each of these segments. And I like to mountain crease these back and then match the edges up. Nice and sharp corners and edges, and then stick in my pinch, which will be a valley.
What are you going to make?
I was just trying to get your attention.
Here. You got it.
Not here.
Okay, and then after I do that,
I have some
now
time.
on each of these segments here,
not here.
you do these airplane folds, and it only has to fold through this first 8 column.
I usually don't put as much because the recipe asks for like half a teaspoon.
See if I can still have my pen.
Yeah, that's
So I'm only folding up through there. And then now I need to do the same V shape on this side over here. So again, I make these into mountains. Pinch and pinch. And then now you should be able to see that I have my valley crease lines like that. And then we'll have a connection between the two. Okay, so that's really all that I need. If you want to stick in these straight lines connecting, if I flip it over, actually, I'll do this first. So I'll put in these valleys. This will be the frame part, because this is going to spiral around. But if I flip it over, These V's, these are valleys on this side, but if I flip it over, they're now mountains. If I just pinch the mountains together, now you can see where the edge needs to be. So you can either stick in your crease line now, or wait till, do it as you go along, which I'm going to do it as I go along right now. So this is going to spiral in, and so I'm going to start collapsing the frame. On the inside, this pushes down, this pushes in. Then I take my thumb and I push that layer so it's running straight. Push this around. And last segment. Sorry, my cameraman disappeared. All right. And then this is, again, the shorter one. This is even with these in proportion. This is shorter. It's going to go on the inside. And then I push that down, fold that in, and this thing should cover the whole thing. If it doesn't, you're going to end up seeing the layer showing, which you can stick another piece of paper to lay it in. You can even do a different color so that that doesn't show. But because of the proportion I have, it should be able to cover the whole entire frame. So if this were completely even, it'd lay all the way to this side, but it's just a little bit shorter. Okay, so anyways, I keep collapsing all the way around. And then this last one tucks right underneath. And then that's our picture frame. Okay, there you go.